Let's go. All right, let's get it, man. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, man. Trying to make it to the weekend. It's Thursday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Red district, red light, living hearts, seems to be torn. Let's get it, man. You right. You right. Thankful Thursday. You are right. It's Thankful Thursday. What's good, bro? What's up, Dion? Appreciate you, man. Like always, man. Coming into the morning. Nate Shaw, good morning, brother. Welcome to the morning cup of coffee, man. We appreciate you joining us. Y'all welcome Nate to the morning cup of coffee, man. Let's go. Let's go. Playing games, man. It's Thankful Thursday, man. It's Thankful Thursday. We woke. Some of us got jobs. We getting up. We going to jobs. We got healthy kids. Let's go. It's Thankful Thursday. Good morning, Kels. Let me get it. Let me get it, Kel, when you come in now. Let it rip. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Tioka, let it rip. Good morning. Teresa, let it rip. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. Let go. Jeff, good morning. Jeff, let it rip. Yeah, Jessica Martin, welcome back to the morning cup of coffee, man. We got the faithful here this morning, man. It's going down. Yeah, we got the faithful here this morning. I wouldn't take it no other way. Let's go. There you go, Teresa. Yeah, man. And we will see. Let's go, man. Thinking about, good morning, Lisa. Lisa, let it rip when you come in, man. You know what's up. She try to come in all sophisticated with a little sun, man. Let it rip. Let go. There you go. Tell it to me about it. Got a song that I'm thinking about singing for y'all this morning. I wrote it yesterday, man. I don't know if I will or not because of, because it's early. It's early. But we're going to figure it out. Welcome to the morning cup of coffee, man. It's Thankful Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday, man. First and foremost, life, health, and strength. The fact that I woke up this morning, Tim always comes in the right way. What's up, soldier? Thank you for joining. Thankful Thursday, man. Just thankful for like I said, life, health, and strength. I don't have to be in my right mind. I do not have to have the use of all my faculties, hands, toes, legs, eyes, ears. I don't have to have a roof over my head. There's somebody out there with a sign up right now saying, veteran, anything will be a blessing. Anything will work. Yeah. There's a chance I wouldn't be known as the Hat Man, you know? So I'm thankful for all these things. I'm thankful for that I went to sleep last night with a full belly, you know? After a long hot shower, I went to sleep with a full belly, man. And there's people that are not going to sleep with full bellies. There's people that are not getting long hot showers. And so we have to be thankful for these things. And that's another reason why I put Thankful Thursday in the mix, is because we don't ever want to get so far removed from being grateful for what we have. Oh yeah, I appreciate you cooking the food, Lord. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. We don't want to get so far removed from what we do have that we're not grateful for the things that we have. You know what I'm saying? You got to be grateful for these things. Whether it's a couch you're sleeping on or a bed that you're sleeping on. You know what I mean? It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a complete and utter blessing, the fact that we're breathing. And then you think about it, you think about the people who don't have anything. I wonder if they thank God for life, health, and strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here on the streets, but I woke up. You know what I mean? It goes deeper than what we think. And I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but as y'all know, I'm a grateful person, man. We are praying for CC's, for Tori and his sisters. Sean, they lost their mother yesterday. Okay, for sure, Riri, we're gonna do that. We're gonna lift up. Good morning, Gloria. Welcome to the morning cup of coffee, man. Thank you for joining in. We're gonna pray for Riri's family, man. They had a loss in their family recently, so we'll pray for that, most definitely. All right. So this is something that I do want to talk about. Amarillo. We call it Thankful Thursday here, Gloria. Okay, so Amarillo, check this out, man. Everybody who went out and supported my dad, it worked, because he won. We got to do it again. Let that rip. It's not over with. We got to do it again in May. But we set out to do what we meant to do. And that was to get this one thing. Yeah. Minus the manpower, minus the money. Still did it, because when you got God on your side, you don't need manpower or money. He'll supply. He'll supply. And he showed up and he showed out. Good morning, Vicky. He showed up and he showed out. So Pops came in first on that thing. And the enemy is at work. Trust me. Okay, I sent the request to you, Dad. I just need you to... I'm going to try to get him on, because he wants to extend a thank you to everyone who came out to support, man. And it was a beautiful situation. And the reason why I'm going to use that really to talk about, I'm going to let him give his thanks and all that. But that's what's going to be on my mind to talk about today, is that whenever God is on your side, you don't need the power of men, you know, because you got to realize he's running against someone who may have more a deeper wellspring than what he has, more what we would call avenues of help, you know, more resources. That's what we would call like human resources, you know. But at the end of the day, he still came in number one, man. Man of God, good man of God, solid man, you know. And so we did that thing by God's grace. God says, He tells in one battle, he tells them to go down there, but don't fight the battle. Just begin to, in Jericho, he says, just go to the walls of Jericho. Good morning, KP. Give me some love when you come in. He said, just go to the walls of Jericho. You don't have to lift no weapons. Just march around the walls. Because when God is with you, man, all you got to do is be obedient. And my dad's been obedient for as long as I can remember. So he came out, he came out on top of that thing the other day, as I knew he would. We're going to show up and we're going to show out one more time at them polls, because it's going to blow them people's mind when he win this thing. It's going to blow them people's mind. And then Amarillo going to see a change. Bingo. North Heights. Yeah, I see a change. Yeah. Then the real things will start to take place. Yeah. You'll have a man there who ain't worried about money. He's worried about getting the job done. He's worried about saving families. He's worried about feeding people, feeding the homeless, sheltering those that don't have shelter, getting your kids to school safe, getting your kids back home safe, making sure that the kids on the north side get the same thing that the kids get on the south side. Yeah, Yolanda, the devil is a lie. I can't get him to come in, man. We struggle doing this every time. I can't get him to come in, man. I sent him the request, so I just don't know. Not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit, says the Lord. You better say it, Jeff. For real, you better say it. Yeah, Pops. Man, I'm trying to get him to come on, Tim. My dad be struggling with his phone. I sent the request, and it's easy. All he has to do is accept it. But it's like, I don't know. I do not know what's going on with him, but I'm sure I'm trying to get him in. I'm sure I'm trying to get him in with I don't know. He sent me a text like, hey man, blase, blase, blase. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to get you on here. But he ain't said nothing yet. Because ultimately it's not by strength nor by might. Because it says, and even in this, even in that, not by strength and not by might, but a man builds in vain unless God is the builder of that house. Period. Unless God is the builder of that house. Man, hopefully, man, it'd be dope. We definitely trying to get down there, man. We definitely trying to come down there. We got to just figure out exactly what's gonna go down in May, and then we're gonna figure out how to get down there and do some celebrating after he put this thing in the bag. But again, it's not by strength nor by might, but by the Spirit of the Lord. And when you approach your battles in your life in that from that trajectory and from that playing field, you automatically win. Because you're there, you're showing up. You know, don't get it twisted. You have to show up for the fight, but you're also knowing that you rely on an almighty, all-powerful, all-resourceful God. You got to go to the fight, though. You at least got to show up, get in the ring. You know, you at least got to throw your hat in there. You know. Again, we talk about how God gives you strength and resolve. And you know what? The more I think about that, I do. He does give you strength and resolve. He does, to do the things that you need to do. But at times, you have to just stand still. Sometimes you don't do anything. You let him work. And I believe that wholeheartedly because I've read it time after time in my Bible. I believe that it comes down to having the discretion to know which situation calls for which piece of work. Carrie Dunn, good morning this morning. You got to find out what you need to be doing in this situation. You need to have the Spirit of God and discernment so that whenever the situation comes up, you could be like David and you can ask God, what do I do in this particular situation? Do I run over there and fight or do I be still? And then you got to have the wherewithal and the ear and the connection. You got to be connected because if I'm not constantly talking to you, okay, so let's say, Carrie, I call you, and I call you every day. Lisa, I call you every morning. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Lisa, what's up? It gets to the point to where I can call you. You ain't got to say, who is this? You ain't got to say, who is this? Welcome to the morning cup of coffee, Miranda. Miranda, if I call you morning after morning, you'll start to recognize my voice. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's happening? Lisa, what you doing? Miranda, what you doing? Hey, Jeff. If you hear my voice, you'll start to recognize my voice. So what you got to do is you have to get in a situation to where you can recognize the voice of God so that you can follow those instructions. Whether he's saying, be still and know that I am God, Vicky, or go fight. But you got to be connected in a way to where you can recognize that voice. And then you have to be receptive, because sometimes we get the order and we do something different. Sometimes we go when he's supposed to stay. Sometimes we stay when we're supposed to go, because we're not getting we're not getting the order right. It's imperative that you have this discernment that we've been talking about for days now. It seems like. It's important that you have this discernment, and it's also important that you're sensitive to the Spirit of God and that you're sensitive to the Word of God and that you can recognize that voice when you hear it so you can know what to do, what you need to do, when you need to do it, where you need to do it at, who you need to do it for, who you don't need to be doing it for, where you don't need to go, who you don't need to talk to, who you do need to talk to. All these things. It's all inside of that, Yolanda, I promise you. It's in there. It's in there. Believe me, when my dad was going through this, oh, trust me, he did some praying. He did some praying, some waiting, some watching, some discernment. Trust me, because I was talking to him every morning. What's up, Innocent Malik? That's my boy. Y'all give it up for Innocent, man. Welcome to the morning cup of coffee, man. Streaming on all platforms, Monday through Friday at 6:30 in the morning. We do this, man. We call it the morning cup of coffee with yours truly, man, JR Coble. But he definitely did, because I talked to him morning after morning where he was, I don't know, we're gonna pray a little bit more on that one, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna put those signs over there. If we do, we'll just he placed it all at the throne. From what I, from my standpoint, let it rip. Appreciate that, innocent. Yeah. And so ultimately, to be honest with you, that would be the guy that you guys would be putting in office. You hear me? That a guy who's not worried about his own results or his own thoughts or his own motives and initiatives. No, he's going to take this stuff to the throne of God and do the best thing for that city. Period. With or without the recognition, whatever how you say it. Been doing it anyway. Been doing it for years. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. And I know I keep going into my dad, but if my dad wins office, the only thing that he gains is a title, because he's been doing that job for all his life. He's been doing that job for years. He's been doing the job that the commissioner does. He's been doing it for years. Only thing he gained is a title. He's been living that life for as long as I've known him. Square business. Taking care of business. That's what he's been doing all his life, man. Taking care of business. And that's who we want. But ultimately, you have to recognize the voice of God, so that when he talks, he'll let you know how to handle whatever battle that you're going through, man. Sometimes you got to be still. Sometimes you got to tap into that strength and that resolve. Because he's giving you that. He's giving you strength. He's giving you resolve. He's also will bless you with discernment and wisdom, so that whatever situation pops up, you'll know exactly how to handle that situation, because you know exactly where you need to go to get the information to build a battle plan to take care of whatever situation you may find yourself in. Come in, youngster. What's up, boy? It's my partner, y'all. Y'all welcome, Quentin. Yeah. Sometimes you run and fight. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you tap into that strength and that resolve, and sometimes you give it to God. But all the time you pray for discretion and wisdom, so that you'll know what to do. What's that prayer says? God, give me the strength. It's the one prayer. It says, give me strength to know what battles to fight, or something like that, and the wisdom to know. Man, what's that? I know y'all know that prayer, man. Lord, help me beat the things that I can beat, and help me not worry about the things that I can't. It's the serenity prayer. And you give me the strength to know the difference between the two, or something like that. Yeah, that's a bad prayer. Shoot, that's life. Give me the strength to fight the things that I need to fight. Give me the wisdom to know that, and give me the something to leave the ones alone that I don't have no business messing with. This is the Coble version. And then give me the wisdom to know the difference. Some stuff you're going to be able to put your hands on. Some stuff you're not going to be able to put your hands on, Yolanda. Period. You got to have the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Miss Westmoreland, you late. You late. You got to have the wisdom to know which ones is which. That changes everything. Whenever you can come up with the wisdom to know exactly which one you could be working on and which one you need to back off of, life gets a little simpler. It gets a little easier. It gets a little bit easier. He'll say, put his hands on his hat. No, when I see you, I'm going to run from you. You can't catch me. It's all right, sister. Let it rip when you come in for me then. Give me a big rip. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Man, I wish that I could get my dad on here. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. He struggles with these phones, so. But anyway. Pick your battles. Well, yeah. You do got to pick your battles. You can. There's some stuff that you can't dodge past. You was doing my 30G. Go on, girl. I appreciate it. I'm gonna run from you too. Yeah. Sometimes you can pick your battles, but sometimes there's gonna be some stuff that's gonna rise in your life. Life just throws stuff at you. You know, a lot of these things that we find ourselves going through in life, whether it be, you know, deaths in our families, breakups, kids going through situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's planned for those things. You don't have a contingency plan for that. You know, it's not like you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, well, if my son ever go to prison one day, you know, or if, okay, my wife leave me, or, you know, you don't plan for those things. Those are things that's just, they arise in your life, and the only contingency is God. You just run to God, get the wisdom, and get to doing whatever it is that He leads you to do. You go through the process and trusting God the entire time. As far as my situation, that's what I've done. I've trusted God, just got up and keep putting one foot in front of the other, knowing that every time, it's kind of, sometimes walking in faith is kind of like walking on a road that's being built. Let's say, picture this if you will. Picture there is a bridge like this going through the sky. But the bridge only stretches out every time you take a walk. You know what I mean? So ultimately, every time you get ready to take a step, there's nothing there for your foot to land on. You got to have the faith that whenever you take that step, that it's going to land on solid ground. And that bridge is being built. And that bridge is being built every step that you take. And that's kind of how I've been living life, man. Just trusting that whenever my foot falls, there's going to be a brick up under it to land on, man. And getting busy, you know, getting to work. Knowing that every time I take a step, that there's going to be my foot is going to land on a brick. And God lays the bricks. And so I'll just keep taking the steps. It's built by faith, Mr. Nelson. It is. You're right. Yes, he is, Miss Westmoreland. He's ready to do he's about to do some mighty things in your life. He sure is. Good picture, right? Right? I thought about that, man, because ultimately that's how I'm living. It's like there's this invisible bridge. And every time I take a step, some way, form, fashion, or another, a brick will arrive. That next step, it ain't nothing right there. Ultimately, that next step, I'm falling to my demise. I'm looking down, and I'm on a bridge, and the bridge stops right where I'm standing. And I look down there, and I'm falling to my demise. But every time I take a step, somehow a brick falls up under my foot, and that's how I'm living life. That's how I'm living life, man. I'm just going to keep stepping and keep trusting that he's going to put solid ground up under my feet. Place my feet on solid ground. Yeah. And sometimes that's what you got to do, you know? Sometimes that's just what you got to do. You just got to walk by faith, man. Knowing that no matter where, knowing that when you step off that thing, knowing that when you step off of that thing, something's going to be there to catch you. Knowing that something's going to be there to catch you. It's going to be solid. So yeah, life will throw these things at us, man, all types of stuff. And the only contingency that we could possibly have is God. You know, strength, resolve, God. I don't want to get too far away from God because that's where it all is. You know, where does strength and resolve come from? Where does wisdom come from? Any of you who lack faith, let him ask God, who gives liberally to all who ask. But let that man not doubt in his mind. For that man is like a wave tossed to and fro. He should not believe that he will receive anything. So constantly go to God for no matter what, for whatever it is you got going on. For whatever it is you got going on. Yeah. You did. You sure did. Then you got to protect that faith. After you move on it, you got to be a good steward of it. You know, Jessica Martin, I did too. She said she quit her 9 to 5 on faith. I did too, and became a full-time singer. And it worked out for a long while. It really, really did. God first, yeah, for sure. You know, you got to take that step, man. You got to take that step, man. It's one of the scary. You got to take that step, man. You have to. You have to. I was scared to death. And I shared with y'all. I don't know who was I talking to. It may have been Stephanie. It may have been Stephanie Michaels, the lady who hosted with us the other day. But I was telling her, like, man, I was fearful even now. You know, with the situation I got going on, it's like it's a situation that would cause fear. You know, it's a situation that would cause fear, but ultimately, when we begun at the beginning of this year on the Morning Cup of Coffee, you got to take that leap, baby. You do, Tim. But when we started this beginning of the year on the Morning Cup of Coffee, the one thing that I said to you people is this. I said that I will live fearlessly this year. Right? So it's time to put the money where the mouth is, man. It's time to do it. Can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. And so here we are. All the time. I appreciate that, Jeff. Jeff says, but today, JR, you are on the edge of your dream. TV music debut. That is God. And that's no one else. That's no one else, man. It's by the grace of God that happened. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's tomorrow, man. Y'all lift us up in prayer, man. We'll be filming that tomorrow, and we'll let you guys know when it airs. But we definitely gonna go down there and and try to be, and not try. Take that back. We can go down there and we're gonna be a blessing. That reminds me, man. They're gonna probably make me shave, man. Stephanie, you late. They're gonna probably make me shave, man. Again, we celebrate Warren Douglas, man, for his accomplishments, man. We celebrate you guys for making that happen. Everybody who came in on from the Morning Cup of Coffee to support Mr. Coble. We thank you. We celebrate you. We congratulate you, because the fact that he's in the position that he's in is because of you. And now we got to go back and we got to do that thing again in a couple weeks, man, in May. And we got to blow these people mind. Unbothered. What's up, girl? We gotta blow these people mind, because ultimately he's the man for the job. So I just want to give all you guys a hand clap. Y'all let it rip for yourselves. I want to give you guys a round of applause for showing up and showing out at the polls. And we'll do it again, man, and make this thing happen. I hate that we couldn't get him on. We tried. I sent the request. He couldn't answer it. But I'll stand in on his behalf, and I'll make sure that he gets the warm welcome that you guys sent him. And I know you have to know that he thanks you and he loves you for everything that you did. He's grateful, and he appreciated it. What's up, girl? It's good to see you this morning. But again, so from my family, no, from me to you, God bless you. Do something good for somebody today. Do something good for somebody today. Tim, I might not shave while you playing. Yeah, I may go on television just like this. Be on Dallas Network TV just like this. Unapologetically me, you know? Straight up. All right, I love y'all, man. Do something good for somebody. Live by faith. Live by faith, man. And it's easy. God first.